afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Healis. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you rested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know where you are. If you haven't made that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Put your hands down as I call your name. Come forward. Just to confirm, can Mr. Sorrell hear me okay? Mr. Sorrell, can you hear me okay?
Can you hear her?
I don't think. Does he need me to speak louder, or do we need to work on his device? Mr. Sorrell, can you hear me better now?
No matter.
Okay. I will do my best. And the clerk will note on his dispo that he needs a sign language interpreter at his court hearings. Okay. Thank you. May I speak to Nicole Bradshaw, please? Bradshaw, can I have your date of birth?
4/25/87.
You are here today for a violation of community control. 3 of those and a retail theft and a resisting an officer without violence. There's probable cause for each of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these?
I have a private attorney.
Okay, who do you have?
Jimmy Brown.
Okay. Have you been able to speak to him yet?
No, I haven't called him yet.
Okay. Okay. For your violations of community control, those are going to be scheduled for December 20th at 8:30 in the morning. So you can let Mr. Brown know that, or he can contact the clerk's office if you forget. There's no bond on those violations of probation, so we're going to keep you held no bond until you appear back in front of Judge Toner for those.
Okay.
For the retail theft, there's a $2,000 bond on that. We're going to leave that at $2,000. That's also going to be in front of Judge Toner because it's a felony retail theft. So that's going to be at the same time, 12:20, 8:30 in the morning. And then on the resisting an officer without violence, that is a misdemeanor. So you're entitled to a bond on that case. I'm going to give you a bond of $2,000, and we'll see you back to court on the same day at 9 o'clock in front of Judge Hitzman, okay?
Okay, so they're all on the 20th, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, ma'am.
Lisa Collier. Can I have your date of birth?
6/37/6.
Okay, you are here because you had a court date on November 5th for driving a suspended driver's license, and you weren't here. So it's a driving a suspended driver's license. Your bond amount is $2,000. Do you want to just take care of this case today for time served?
Yes, I would, please.
Okay. Y'all at the jail, I think you're rubbing up against a microphone because we're getting some really bad feedback. Not you, ma'am. Someone else at the jail. Because it's not here. Okay. All right, we'll have someone look into that. But can you hear me okay, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Do you want to take care of that case today with time served for the time you have in the jail?
Yes, please.
All right, very good. Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to this driving on a suspended driver's license, the second or subsequent offense, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days that you have in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs and costs of prosecution of $450. And that should clear up your case today. If you want to make payment arrangements for that, you need to come downstairs in room 136 of the courthouse, okay?
Thank you very much.
Tony Venezia? Can I have
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
1590.
All right, you are here today for a violation of community control. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on November 14th. He wants you held no bond on that warrant until you get back in front of him on December 20th at 8:30. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
For right now, I'm trying to get Scott Smith.
I'll appoint the public defender's office and someone will be able to see you soon. Carbolosa Barberis.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
I was born March 27, 1973.
You are here for DUI. Your bond is currently $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Public defender. I have to.
Okay. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. See, I have his driving record. There's nothing really on there. Is there anything else?
I have nothing on it.
Okay. I have an address here in Hinsdale Drive in Tampa. Is that where you live?
No, that's the address in my driver's license, but I'm living in Spring Hill right now.
You're living where?
In Spring Hill.
In Spring Hill. What's your address in Spring Hill?
Oh, it's in Sheffield. I don't know the number by heart, but it's in Sheffield. Sheffield Road.
Is Sheffield the name of the street?
Yeah, that's the name of the street.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Okay?
Do you have a job?
Yeah. That's why yes, I got a job. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $500. We'll see you back in court December 20th at 9 o'clock. Can you point that microphone?
Your Honor, what was that bond amount?
500.
Thank you.
Stephen Brandon? Can I have your date of birth?
2484.
You are here today for possession of controlled substance and knowingly driving while your license is suspended or revoked. Your total bond is $2,500. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay. Does the public defender's office already representing you in your other driving on suspended driver's license case?
No.
Okay. Do you have a private attorney on that case?
No.
You're representing yourself?
No.
Okay. It's one of those three things.
Public defender.
All right, I see you have an open case here for driving on suspended driver's license in 2019 CT 3782. You got that offense on November 16th. And then last night, there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you had that first charge pending. Based on that, I'm going to revoke your bond, revoke your freedom on the 2019 CT 3782. We're going to hold you in custody until you resolve that case. We'll see you back to court on December 23rd at 1:15 in the afternoon. It looks like this is going with your felony case. It's going to the felony judge because of your felony charge. So I'm going to keep the bond amounts on this the same at $2,500, but hold you in custody on the CT case, okay?
Okay.
Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon. Joseph Pack.
Yes.
Can I have your date of birth?
1273.
All right. All right. Mr. Peck, I have an address here on Tiger Street in Dade City. Is that where you live?
Yes.
Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you on this case?
Yeah. Yes, I'll have to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I do not find probable cause for your arrest on this domestic battery. That doesn't mean that the state attorney's office won't go forward with this charge. It's just that I don't have what I need in order to find probable cause today. Specifically, the arresting officer, as part of an element of the crime, needs to show that it was that any touching was against the will of the victim, and they have not outlined that in the probable cause affidavit. So you do need to come back to court on December 20th at 9 o'clock in the morning, but you're going to be released today without a bond, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, I didn't understand that there was no touching of anything.
Okay, you shouldn't say anything right now. You should just go. Jonathan Burbridge. Can I have your date of birth?
10/13/87.
You are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm showing a withhold 2008 for Willis, and a couple of juvenile charges. And that's it.
All right. I have an address for you on Bridgewater Club Loop in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that also where Amber lives?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to order that you have no contact with Amber Burbridge, don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media, technological contact, or any way that you can imagine having contact with Amber. I forbid you from doing so. If you do have any contact with her while this case is pending, then you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today as well, pursuant to statute, in case Amber wants to file any civil paperwork against you. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000, and we're going to see you back to court December 20th at 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
James Garcia Pablo Rafael. That's your case?
I'm here on the
Oh, okay.
just in case, Your Honor.
All right, that's fine. I thought you were here on that one. All right. What is your date of birth?
1383.
All right. Do you understand what I'm saying, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. It looks like you have something going on out of New York. You have an active felony hold from the New York Police Department, and they want you held no bond, and they are saying right now that they will extradite you back to New York. So you have two options here today. The first option is that you can choose to have an extradition hearing. If you want to have that hearing, we can set that hearing out. It'll be about 30 to 60 days. When we have that hearing, the New York Police Department will send a representative down here to confirm that you are the correct subject of the warrant and that they do have an active, valid warrant for your arrest. If they can show those two things, they will take you into their custody at that time and take you to New York. Your second option is that you can waive that extradition hearing and you can put the New York Police Department on the clock right now and give them 15 days to decide whether to come get you. Would you like to put them on the clock right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You're going to sign that piece of paper that that deputy is showing you. Okay, they will notify the folks with the holds that you signed that, and they're on the clock, and we'll see you back for a status check if they don't come get you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Kevin Skidmore. Can I have a date of birth?
10/31/83.
You are here today for a DUI and introduction of contraband into the detention facility. I found probable cause for your arrest on both of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. Any prior history?
Yes, Your Honor. There is dropped case 2011 grant of a motor vehicle. There's adjudication 2008 for illegal entry in closed area, and a withhold in 2008 for criminal mischief. And
I have an address for you on Periwinkle Court in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
About 5 years now.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a pool technician.
I'm going to keep your bond the same. We're going to see you back to court December 23rd at 1:15 in the afternoon, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark Sorrell?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth? Can you hear me? When were you born?
My birthday is May 20, 1979.
Okay. You have a trespass case. Your bond amount is $1,000. Don't say anything about the facts of your case, okay? I'm just telling you what you were charged with here today.
I realize that I ain't trespassing from years ago.
Don't say anything, okay? Don't say anything. Don't say
I don't
anything.
have a job at people.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
You know, that's why.
Stop. Stop talking. Stop. State priors?
yes, Your Honor. Just got 2 adjudications, 2019 for disorderly intoxication, assault, another adjudication 2019 for trespass, structure, conveyance, adjudication 2019 for trespass other than structure, conveyance, and adjudication 2019 for battery. He is also a multi-source offender, but we did not get any history from us.
Okay. Is there an offer?
I do not have one. Given his history, we can do an adjudication 10 days, max court cost, cost prosecution.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sorrell, do you want to resolve this case today? If you want to resolve it today, you have to do 8 more days in jail. Do you want to take care of it today? Can you indicate whether you can hear me or not? Did you hear the offer?
Eight more days in jail. That's what they're offering. 8.
Okay. But if I do that, I might lose my job, you know. I don't know how that will work, but I can help pay off the fines and, you know.
Okay, you don't have to take that offer. If you don't want to take the offer, I'm going to keep your bond the same at $1,000 and give you another court date on December 20th. So what do you want to do?
Your bond will stay the same. And they will set you up for a court date.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine. I'll be there, no problem.
Okay, keep the bond the same. We'll see you back on December 20th. Do you want the public defender to help you?
Public defender?
Yeah, that is public defender, yes.
Very good. See you back December 20th. All right, did I get everyone to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for your help there, David.